Hello, my dear students. Good evening to all of you. Welcome, you guys. Welcome, you all. First of all, we have with the Mr. Bharat. So he got AIR 46 in Electronics and Communication Engineering. So let's discuss about the how he started his preparations and what is the motivation to choose the gate. So, yeah, first of all, congratulations, Bharat, for getting AIR 46. It's a great achievement you have achieved. And you tell me, first of all, what is the motivation to start your preparation towards a gate?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wishes. So, first thing is why I started GATE is when I was in college. So, I was interested towards the services, so engineering services. So, but I didn't had the age limit to give the services. So then I thought, let's start with the GATE preparation. So
Okay,
then,
at that time, how much, what's your age?
so while passing out, my age was 21, but they take January as the cutoff. So I was 20 with respect to that.
Okay,
Okay, so when I was in the final year, then I gave my grade for the first time in that year in 2021. In
okay,
that year, I got 30 in instrumentation and 139 in ECE.
okay, very good,
After
very good.
that,
Which
when
year?
sorry, sir,
Which year?
2021, sir.
2021.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Next.
After that, I started. I also gave CAT in that year, so I went to IIM Ahmedabad after that.
Okay,
So over there, I was there for 2 years. Then in 2023, when I passed out, I started preparing for civil services.
okay.
So I have electrical engineering as my optional.
Hmm.
So just to prepare for that optional, on a side hand, I already also applied for ESC and GATE in
Okay,
that year,
very
in 2024. In that
good.
year, I got fourth rank in GATE, but I couldn't give ESC because I was busy during my job. So then again, I applied last year, but I couldn't give both of the exams again. This
Hmm.
year, I applied, I gave both the exams. In this exam, I got 46 ranks. So
Okay.
when it comes to the motivation, it was always the services that was the motivation. So from there it pushed out. But during my period, the number of posts were decreased because railways was moved out. So
Hmm.
then only telecom was a interesting piece, and only one or two seats were there in that. So it didn't make a lot of sense to actually pursue that career. So that's
Okay.
why I moved out. But as civil service is one of the major target for me, so electrical engineering would be helping me. So that's why I'm giving these exams.
Okay. Still, you are preparing for UPSC.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many attempts you have given till now?
One attempt, sir.
Only one attempt you have
Yes.
given. Okay, fine. So yeah, you tell me, how did you manage the preparation and the job? Won't you feel burdened?
The idea was simple, sir. So when I was in my college, I maintained a simple strategy.
Hmm.
So whenever I used to go to classes or hear classes, so we used to sit as a friends and we used to complete the classes. So
Okay.
my friend generally used to take classes and he used to take notes of every question. But
Okay.
I used to generally have this idea ki whenever a professor is teaching, so first we should be listening the class completely.
Exactly. Yes.
Then we should rewrite the notes because in online you always have the option.
Hmm.
Because of that friend, the benefit I had was I could just refer to his notes. I didn't even need to reopen the video also. I just used to take his notes. Then I used to cut short like what are the important points today.
Okay.
So what is the key learning? So my first set of notes was itself at max 20 pages per subject.
Oh.
So when it comes to the once the chapter is completed, and
Hmm.
also whenever the each subject in each subject every chapter is completed, I
Hmm.
used to do the PYQ. So automatically I used to understand like what kind of questions are asked and what is the expected piece in this.
Okay.
What is the point that is to be revised? So
Yeah.
always I used to have we have two sides on the paper, right?
Hmm.
So I used to write one side the formula for the
Hmm.
revision, the short
Okay.
note, and the other side I used to leave it empty.
Hmm.
Whenever I do my PYQs or any test series and
Hmm.
I miss a question in any specific chapter, I
Hmm.
used to go back to that place. I used to check whether the formula is there in my piece or not. The
Hmm.
concept is covered in my piece or not. If it is not covered, I used to use the back portion of it, so
Okay.
that it's not necessarily that even after doing all the PYQs, your entire concept is covered. Sometimes you miss out because you don't think it has sufficient weightage. It could be as simple as units for a piece.
Hmm.
You might not even give that importance, but sometimes you might fail in that. So just to make sure that whenever such kind of things happen and to have a space for it, I used to have this strategy. So this was my strategy in the revision piece. So also during job it was easier because I had the basic concepts cleared.
Hmm.
So it's all about only revising the concepts which are interlinked. So always I used to make sure that on every Sunday I used to revise my short notes. So that was one major piece, and doing questions whenever possible. That was the second piece.
Okay, very good, very good. So then, okay, with the just 20 pages, you have managed the complete syllabus.
No, sir. 20 pages, first cut for each chapter. So
Each
each subject.
each subject you
So
have made.
eight subjects, 160 pages book.
Okay,
Then again, when you do the short notes, it would be at max 5 pages.
yeah, 5 pages.
At
Okay, yeah. So like this, yeah, you have prepared the yeah. You might be seen the digital short notes had provided. So then,
max.
like that, you have prepared.
Yes, sir. This was in 2021, so I used to make sure that whenever you as Vishal sir, and all the educators over here who they used to provide the PPTs and also the PDFs and also the short notes separately. They
Hmm.
used to curate it. So I used to make sure that whether everything is covered in my piece or not.
Hmm.
Most of the times, I used to miss something or the other thing.
Hmm.
So the other side of the page, as I mentioned, you would be helping over there. So it's always good to have the educator notes because they have seen a lot more than us, right? So
Yeah.
even today, after sitting for these long years, I have seen 6 papers, but you have seen more than 16 papers. So you have much more idea. You know, like how the concepts could be interlinked much more better than me,
Yeah.
because I am here to solve the question, but here you are to make sure that to test the concept of the student.
Yes, exactly.
So
The
that's
student should
the
be able
entire
to solve
difference
any
between
type
a
of questions,
as
interrelated,
yes,
yeah, in and around where the student should be able to solve any type of questions.
yes. So like whenever we used to have the network classes from you, that was the one major thing that I observed and
Hmm.
I learned also, because if I start thinking like you, I think I will never become a good aspirant, because that is a very niche skill and this is a very niche skill.
Yeah, yeah.
Because knowing concepts is one piece and testing concepts is the very different piece.
Yes,
And I think the classes, the concepts that you used to teach in the class and the problems that you used to pick up, those were much helpful. Like probably in all the three gates I gave, I didn't lose any marks in networks and digitals for sure. In signals I might have lost one or two questions, that's it.
okay,
So that's how it actually helped me.
okay, okay, fine, fine, fine. Yeah, so here all of you do like the session and share to all your friends. And if you have any queries, you can type, you can ask directly with the Bharat. And Bharat, so and మీరు ఏమైనా తెలుగులో మాట్లాడాలి అనుకున్నా కానీ యూ కెన్ స్పీక్ విత్ తెలుగు ఆల్సో. సో
Sure.
హీస్ కంఫర్టబుల్ విత్ ద తెలుగు ఆల్సో. తెలుగులో మాట్లాడి కావాలన్నా కానీ సో విల్ రైట్. అండ్ సో నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ సమ్ స్టూడెంట్ హ్యావ్ ఆస్క్డ్, how did you stay motivated when the marks are low when
Sir,
you attend the test series? So sometimes definitely you might be get the less marks because of so other reasons also.
yes.
Then how you do motivate yourself?
Sir, one piece, when I started my preparation, first thing I did was I saw all the previous gate papers, sir.
Okay.
Even before studying anything, I
Hmm.
got some 45 marks.
Hmm.
Then I understood that without preparation, if I can get 45 marks,
Hmm.
with preparation, I can get easily 70 marks.
Oh.
Like, that was my idea. Like, I know basics.
Hmm.
There might be some misconceptions in my basics, so I need to clear that.
Hmm.
Then learn the next set of concepts, so you will get there. So always whenever you write the test series and you miss out, that is
Hmm.
for sure. Like no matter what your rank is AR1 or AR100, you will see that up and down. That is for sure.
Definitely.
No one is like stagnant. Like
Hmm.
life is not stagnant, right?
Yeah.
So in the same way. So what actually I used to see it as an opportunity. more than seeing it as a demotivating piece, because if the same questions appeared in the examination, I would have lost marks. But here I got an opportunity to actually use this time to learn those concepts and make
Okay.
sure that those kind of mistakes are not repeated.
Yes,
So
exactly.
the main concept of test series is not to see where do you stand, it is to see where you lack.
Exactly, exactly. Wherever you are weak in some concept, you have to revise those concepts once again to improve yourself. So
Yes,
next time, so you should not repeat the same mistake. The
yes.
test series is not for how many marks you got. You need to see what are the concept you are weak, which concept you are weak. You have to revise them properly.
So
Yes, very.
also, if you see, like in my attempt strategy also, if I see, the number of silly mistakes has gone up considerably,
Hmm.
because I started doing lesser number of test series because of my occupancy with other activities.
Okay.
So because this is a multiple choice paper, so you end up doing mistakes, silly mistakes.
Definitely.
And the paper setter is there for you to make sure that you make the silly mistake and he catches you over there.
Yeah, to trap.
So the doing more test series will actually help in reducing the silly mistakes and also learning the concepts which you don't know. So
Yes.
you will also understand where you actually lack, like what, not just about the concepts, like how you can misunderstand the question or how you can miscalculate a step. So you will understand all those pieces. So I think that is the more important piece of a test series than actually looking at the rank.
Okay. Right. Fine. 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 And so, do you have followed any revision strategy?
Sir, the idea was simple, sir. So you used to take the revision classes. So
Hmm.
I just used to just see that video at 2x speed,
Hmm.
because you would be teaching every concept more or less here and there. So I
Yeah.
used to have it at 2x so that I can cover it at a faster pace, because I have a little bit of idea on each of the pieces.
Yeah.
So that was the major piece, because revising those 5 pieces of notes is different, and also having the questions in the revision series would actually help, because you also see some questions over there
Hmm.
which can actually link up the entire concepts.
Hmm.
So that way it actually helped, as I mentioned again. So that's the one of the major reasons why I didn't lose any marks in these subjects.
Okay. 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 Fine. Fine. And did you face the things now when one subject is completed when you switch to other subject, and so the previous subject you may not remember this thing, there will be some lack. So did you find this type of problem?
Yes, sir. This is, I think every aspirant will face it when he is
Then
preparing for the first times.
overcome from this problem.
Yes. So the main idea was to make sure that have proper revision metrics. Like if the subject is completed 1 month before, make sure that you revise at least 15 days once. If it
Hmm.
is completed 2 months before, make sure that you revise every week.
Will be.
Because the longer you go away from the subject, the smaller your memory becomes.
Yeah.
It's not
So
necessary that you remember everything. Not everything is like directly formula based. Everything is concept based.
concept
Because
way.
if I start learning only a formula, even if I miss a number over there or a power, I think the entire effort will go in the waste, right? Because if I spend 3 to 4 minutes on the question, the
Yeah.
entire time is waste, because just the I lost the formula. So it was more about linking the concepts. So the more you revise, it is more not about revising the formulas, but it is to link the concepts much better. So
Okay.
that was the entire idea of in my revision strategy.
Okay, fine, fine. So yeah, finally, so that how the Unacademy is helpful towards to get a success.
Sir, one piece was the teaching part, sir. So that was very clear, as I mentioned even before. The
Hmm.
way you teach, the way you link up the concepts, that
Hmm.
was very beautiful. And also the freedom that I had. Like sometimes I used to refer 2, 3 teachers over here,
Hmm.
because I want to understand it in multiple ways.
Hmm.
Because you can access multiple teachers over here for the
Yes.
same subjects. You have the freedom, and also you can see the metrics of the each teacher, like
Hmm.
how many hours students are actually seeing. If the
Hmm.
students are seeing for that many hours, there is some good content in them.
Hmm.
So that was the major idea, and also the freedom to switch between the languages, that was also much comfortable, because some teachers will start the teaching the subject in Hindi, but
Hmm.
teachers like you generally start it in English.
Hmm.
So again, that becomes much more helpful,
Hmm.
because sometimes you might not connect that easily in Hindi. It
Hmm.
depends from person to person. Some
Yeah.
people might not connect in English.
Hmm.
So that was one piece. Teaching part was excellent, sir. Like, no questions asked, because there is no limit on how many times I can watch a video. There
Hmm.
is no limit on when I can watch a video. It's not necessarily that I had the flexibility and freedom to cover the concepts at my own pace.
Yes.
Then
So
the second piece
exactly,
was,
exactly. That is one of the greatest thing in an academy. The students can able to watch the video any number of times they can watch and any educated class. And so then where the faculty, the your frequency will matches, you can able to tune to that concerned faculty. You learn from that faculty. Okay, the multiple educators are there, so they can teach in the different languages. And what you suggest for the South Indian student, so they don't know Hindi. So then, what you suggest for them?
sir, the example is our session, sir. So it is completely in English.
Hmm.
So it's like maybe a misconception, I guess,
Hmm.
because it all depends on, like, it is also an impression on some other branches also sometimes, because some educators, the amount of literature that is there in Hindi
Hmm.
is more with the educators, because they can attract people much better, maybe because of shairis and quotations,
Yeah.
because that is their native language. So if the freedom is given to you, and if you start teaching in Telugu
Hmm.
completely, then you will also attract much more talent,
Yeah.
because it is their native language, right?
Yeah.
So that
That,
might,
yes.
claim more space in the social media, but that's not actually the truth, because it is equally weighed.
Okay.
Like, as you see, we are talking in English from last 20 minutes, maybe we
Hmm.
didn't use a single Hindi word. So
Yeah.
that is the example for the entire South students, I would say.
Yes. Yes.
Because I remember, like, whenever I used to even have doubts, I used to just text you on Telegram,
Hmm.
and I used to text in Telugu sometimes.
Okay.
So you were very comfortable to answer. So
Hmm.
in English, and other, when I even reach out to other educators, I used to ask in English.
Hmm.
They were supportive enough. So I don't think language is a barrier, and this is a platform that actually does anything like that.
Okay. So you recommend the for South students also the Unacademy can able to follow.
Possibly, I could say, in online industry, I think an academy is the best compared to other competitors, in especially in English.
Yeah, fine, fine, fine. So very good, very good. So here, that's great. That great, nice talking to you, Bharat. So thank you for sharing your experience and clearing the students' doubts. And hope we'll connect the soon. And regarding the motivation sessions, right?
Sure, sir. Sure,
So once
sure, sir.
again, congratulations. And so I hope you are enjoying your success right now.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, fine, fine. So congratulations.
Yeah. So I couldn't meet you in the first attempt because it was in COVID, and the second attempt I was outside the town, so I couldn't come to the conclave also. So
Okay.
this time I could meet you, and I would personally like to thank you again for
Okay.
giving this opportunity, and also teaching the concepts in a much clearer way,
Okay.
making it robust. So thanks to you and an academy.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So should I leave?
Yeah. Yes, that's it for today. And Next time we'll have the another fellow, and so will be cleared all your doubts. Okay, then we'll meet in the next session. See you. Bye bye.